Helping his constituents, Senator Ted Budd says the communication breakdown is to blame after dozens of displaced Hurricane Helene victims were forced out of hotels and motels in the past few days. Well, FEMA's top official insisting now that if survivors need shelter, they are still eligible. Queen City News chief political correspondent Andy Weber joining us here in the studio. Andy, FEMA now saying communication needs to be a two-way street.
Alicia, that's right. FEMA's administrator says anybody that can prove a need for housing can still get vouchers for temporary shelter. However, it will only be paid for if recipients stay in touch with FEMA and can prove eligibility. North Carolina's senators taking aim at FEMA Tuesday night, saying they had gotten calls from dozens of people in western NC who said they had been kicked out of hotels they were staying at. Writing on X, Tom Tillis accused FEMA of causing unnecessary pain for families, arguing that if the agency had enough boots on the ground, people wouldn't have been forced out in the first place. In a statement to Queen City News, a spokesperson for Senator Ted Budd says those displaced survivors are back in hotels as of Wednesday. That Budd's staff worked with FEMA officials line by line to resolve any issues. Budd's office attributed the cause to a communication breakdown. In an interview with Fox News Sunday, FEMA's administrator insisted that communication between the agency and survivors needs to be a two-way street.
If we don't hear from them, the only thing we can do is assume that they've been back in their home. And so one of the things I want to make sure, if somebody has received that notification but they haven't talked to somebody at FEMA and their situation is still in need, they are still eligible.
To be eligible, disaster survivors must have a residence that is uninhabitable or inaccessible. Survivors need to allow inspections and respond to FEMA when they reach out.
Everybody's going to have a unique circumstance. Everybody's going to have a unique situation. We need to work with them all individually to make sure we're getting them the right resource so they can continue to stay in a safe place until their home is either rebuilt or it's accessible.
And that temporary housing program was set to expire this week but has now been extended until January 25th. Alicia?
All right.